Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of History Hobo Plays TimeGuessr. We had a disastrous game yesterday with that last round. Hopefully we'll do better today. Let's get straight into the game. Classic image from Friends when they made the introduction. I'm trying to remember about this image. I used to watch Friends a lot. I was a big fan when I was a kid. Although the series is based in New York, I don't actually think this is New York. I think this is LA in a Hollywood lot. I remember reading this somewhere that they did not film this in New York because people always go to New York wanting to do this, to jump in the fountain and stuff, and it's not actually there. I think we're at the Warner Brothers lot, as it was a Warner Brothers show, although I have no idea where that is in LA. It's going to be in Hollywood somewhere. Might take me a bit of searching to find this one. Well, I've searched for a long time, I cannot find it. There's Paramount Studio, somewhere in this area. I think it might be more down here, but I don't know. I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go 94 for this. I'm pretty sure that's around the right time. Let's go for it. 94, spot on, and it is in LA, yes. And it is up here. Oh, so it's north of Hollywood. That's why I was looking in the wrong area. But yeah, cast of Friends next to the iconic fountain used the opening credits before the premiere of the first season. Is the fountain actually still here? It'd be interesting to see if it's on satellite view. Oh yes, there it is. It's still there. Okay, next round. Okay, this is Kenya, I believe. We've had a very similar round to this before. Kenyan number plates tend to always start with a K. Yes, K, lots of Ks. So we're definitely in Kenya. Last time we had this round, I got a perfect location. We're in some small little village. Well, not small town, but it was written everywhere on the sign. So I'm just going to check these, see if I can see a name of a place. If not, I'll probably just go in Nairobi. It doesn't look like Mombasa. Mombasa is more tropical. It's on the coast. I'm not seeing any place names here. Very colonial style buildings. Graphing College, that could be findable. If it is in Nairobi itself. Yeah, I can't see anything. London Traders. Trading company you might have in the capital. Yeah, I think we'll just go Nairobi here because I can't see anything that's saying a smaller town. Here's Nairobi. Where's the main center? Can we see any graphing college around here? It's unlikely, but... There's a lot of colleges in this area, so I'm gonna stick to it. I'll go here. I'm not sure though, that's quite central to that area. Now let's look at the year. These vehicles look quite 70s-ish. Flared trousers on this gentleman here. I would say with Africa, it's one of those countries or one of those places in Africa where you tend to add a few years on because the vehicles take a bit more time to get there. If this was in the UK, I would probably say solidly 70s with this car, late 70s. I have a Mini here. But I would think we might be verging onto the early 80s. Let's say 80 for this one. Oh, it's 81, and here we were very close. So was it on this street? Maybe the Graphing College doesn't exist anymore. But if we're down here, I didn't look on this little road here. So it could be in the middle here, but good score. Okay, we are in Paris, more than likely, with the Metropolitan sign. Not sure where in Paris. We have had these kind of photos a number of times. This will be the third or fourth time I've seen these photos. What area? They tend to be slightly more over here. Let's go not too far from the Arc de Triomphe, let's say. I think this area generally. Oh no, we had one that was more central. Now let's go a bit more central. I can't kind of see any street names or anything like that. These pictures are usually always in the 10s, so like 1912ish up to 1920. I always forget what they call them. It's like a chronograph photo or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not seeing a huge amount of clues. We obviously have World War One French military outfits with the like big socks / leg strappings, the blue colour, which they abandoned shortly after this. Yeah, I think we'll go 1918, end of World War II here. I mean World War One. I keep saying that. Let's go for that. Hopefully it's not too far away. Ooh, 1920, and we were over here. An autochrome photo, that's what it's called. The soldiers resting outside the metro in Paris. So we were over this area. I don't know much about that area. Okay, next round. I've seen this building before. I believe it's in Spain. Now, which city? For some reason Bilbao springs to mind. I've seen this on like one of the lists of like famous places to visit in Spain. I assume it's like an art gallery or something like that. Is there any clue? It's a very interesting statue. So I assume that you would get this kind of thing by an art gallery. We're on a river, so that makes it helpful. If the city doesn't have a river, it's not there. Let's have a quick look in Bilbao and see if that's right. Not sure where I've seen this before. Is it this? Oh, it's the Guggenheim. That's right. Yes, I've heard of it before. This is the building. So we're on the opposite side of the river. I assume this red ridge is this one. Let's have a look on the satellite. I can see some hints of red on it. I think that's right. It has a curved bit in the bottom. I mean, like, it goes this way. Oh yeah, and the green bit's sticking out from it. So yeah, that is that bridge. What angle would we be at? We'd be kind of about here, I think. Looking across, maybe a bit further. Or are we on this bridge? Is this a footbridge? Looks like it has footpaths on it. It's quite possible that we are on this footbridge. Would we be that harsh an angle to it? Just trying to calculate my angles. I'm going to go here just in case we're on the land. Now this looks pretty modern. We've got masks here, so we're probably during COVID times or towards the tail end of COVID times. Yeah, more masks. Guy with a selfie stick. So what, we're 2021 maybe? Maybe 2022. I think 2021 here. Yeah, we'll go 2021. Oh, 5 meters away we were on the bridge, and it was 2021. That's a great score. A view of the Guggenheim Contemporary Art Museum in Bilbao, Spain. Okay, on that little bit of the footbridge as well. That's perfect. Okay, last round. Let's hope we keep this good score going. We're on for 49,000 here. Right, we're in the US, 100%. Here's an American flag, so yeah. Hudson's grow with Detroit. So are we in Detroit? That seems sensible. Reasonably old vehicles here. White dresses with big hats. Kind of Panama hats a lot as well. These do look quite old, some of these. But there are plenty of cars, so I would probably think we're in the early 1910s, maybe. Again, Detroit Creamery. So Detroit is looking quite likely. We have a church here that could still be in Detroit. So Hudson's of Detroit. Kelly Springfield Tire Company. Stetson Hats. If one of these places said what street it was on, would be useful. We do have a square with a statue, so that's findable with the tram track, although that might not exist anymore. Well, let's have a look in Detroit. I think we have had a round in Detroit before. Detroit is in Michigan. It's got to be central, although this city's probably been renovated a hell of a lot since this. Looking for a square with a statue in it, really, aren't we? There's something there that could be it. Not sure. Can we see what that statue is on the satellite view, on the map view? Michigan Soldiers and Sailors Monument. Does that look like what that could be? Not really. This looks older than that. Where's the train station in this town? Is there a train station? Because I'd assume in an older city they would have built around the train station. And we do have tram tracks running up here. What look like tram tracks. Unless they have a subway there, which they may. I'm not sure I'm going to get this exact, but I think we might leave it in this area. Do the angle of the buildings work here? We have kind of a flat and off angles here with a straight road running by it. This could be the straight road going this way, and that is that flat here. Although the building looks like it's been replaced, but that kind of flat angle kind of works. And a lot of these buildings to our right here may no longer be there. That would mean we may be like here, taking the picture from around this area, if that is the correct place. Maybe this building. Alright, we'll leave it there for now. I don't think I'm going to get any closer. Now, the year here. Something I've just noticed when I was looking for the year is that this says fort. This also says fort. And I looked on the map, where I placed it is on West Fort Street. So it's quite possible we're in the perfect location here. I don't see any other fort streets around the area. So hopefully we're correct here. Let's get back to looking at the year. Also, stupidly, I've just noticed that it actually says where we're at. Looking up Woodward Avenue, Detroit, Michigan. So I searched for it, and actually, are we up which one is Woodward Avenue? Woodward Avenue, yes. So I searched for it and found it without actually looking at the place. That was very dumb of me. I just did not even notice this, and it also says Detroit down here. It pays to take your time and always check the edges of old images, because they tend to write where they are. So the last time we had a Detroit round, it was surprising how many cars there were for the time. But obviously Detroit is where most of the cars were produced in America, being Motor City. So I think we're fairly early here. It's whether we're pre-World War I or during World War I or just post. So it's going to be around this area. I'm going to say we're actually like, we're going 1915. It could be earlier though. Actually, I'm going to say 1940, just at the start of World War I, and hope we're not a million miles away. Let's go for it. It was 1917, perfect location, 9 meters away, without looking at this. Okay, that should be a good score to finish. 49,000 bang on pretty much. That's not bad. It pays to take a bit of extra time like I didn't do yesterday because I rushed it far too much. Let's have a look at the breakdown quickly then. First round, I think this is where a lot of people might have lost points because they would have assumed it's in New York. If I didn't know that it wasn't in New York, I probably would have gone there myself. Easy-ish year guess. Well, perfect year guess, just knowing when the show started. Kenya's fairly easy to identify, I find. Good location in Nairobi. The next one, this is where I lost my most points, I think. Almost. Yeah, Paris, always Paris in those photos. Those, or what was it? I've forgotten what it's called already. those colourful old photos with the soldiers. There are always soldiers in the images. And yeah, that region time is about right for them. Luckily, I remembered the Guggenheim in Bilbao, and got a perfect location there and perfect year. The COVID masks helped, and perfect location to finish off. Just 3 years off. I didn't think it would. I thought with so many people around, with so many men around, it might have been pre-war, but apparently not. Okay, and let's have a quick look at the leaderboard. Let's see. I'm playing a bit later today, so there should be some people on the board. Relander, only 40,000. I'm guessing the friends round screwed you over there. Everyone else, 39. 33,000. Unlucky. It's hard when you get off to a bad start like that. It often screws the rest of the game up, unfortunately. Okay, I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.